Hey, welcome to the studio. Diana here today, and I'm going to do a little art journaling. I sort of got started with some acrylic paints. I dug out my acrylic paints recently because I really felt like I needed to do some painting. So I sort of started it without you, but I'll explain what I've done and we'll take it from there. I'm so glad you could join me today. I'm really getting a start back into acrylic painting this year, and I thought I'd start with some art journaling. And all I've done really is basically finger paint and just using my fingers to push the paint around. It just seems like it's a little messy, but it seems like a good way for me to start at this point. Just dive in hands first and really get a feel for what is going on. And set this aside to dry for a bit, and I've been doing a lot of cleaning up. And I have, which you can't even see, it's so big, this big pile of, oh, I was looking all over for that, papers. So I thought I'd go through and look through some of this pile to see if something spoke to me. I kind of hit an impasse here. I was starting to arrange, I cut all these little flower shapes out, or blob shapes I should say, and I was starting to arrange them in a circle, which was my first instinct. And then I thought, and this is like, I'm trying to push myself. I'm trying to push myself here, and I'm trying to get away from journaling, back to journaling more intuitively. So my first instinct was to put this here, and I usually say go with your first instinct and put them down. So they're not really flowers, it's more like creating a ring. I'm real glad I stuck with the wreath shape. I guess I was thinking of it as a wreath, and then I began to think of it as a circle. And circles are so laden with meaning. I've had a thing about wreaths, and there, of course, circles are about unity and about balance and about focus. And I'm really happy that I stuck with this because it's a really good thing to stick with your original thought, because it might not make sense to you at first, but it will eventually, or or not. Who cares, really? This one does, because it's something, of course, I think is on a lot of our minds lately, this idea of unity, and it's kind of a scary new world we're entering. Now, while I was working with this, I grabbed out the Distress crayons, and I'm thinking just to darken this up. You know, you could use anything here. This is not, you could use gelatos. I've for years used, in fact, for years used those portfolios, which I just love. Those, they're as soft as these and a lot cheaper. So actually, I think I'm going to grab them out and use those. I decided to speed a little bit of this up, and I'm just sort of attacking all of this with the gray portfolio, and the portfolios are great. They're smooth, they go on, they're super inexpensive, they're nice crayons. I think I'm putting down yellow and that bright red over on the right hand side. The idea is that I will be coating those areas with ink and then scratching into the ink. Now usually that's done with a crayon, which is not water soluble, but these portfolios, of course, they like the Distress and the Gelatos and the new Marabou ones are water soluble, so you have to use a pretty light hand. I'm not sure how well this will work. I'm using a permanent ink there and just painting it on and then dripping it on, and just using a real light hand with that brush, covering up those areas and then wiping it in so that it blends. It's not a harsh line. I'm going to go ahead. I forgot I had these crayons and I'm sort of excited about trying them. There's not a yellow here, which is a shame. Maybe I'll get some more. And, oh man, they are really silky. I have an appointment to talk about these art crayons. These are the Marabou that I unboxed. I'll link the video. And they are super, super silky. Now, as far as I know, they are watercolor, water soluble. And you look like many others. I think what I might want to do is go ahead and open this. Pink or red? Pink or red? I think I'll go with this one. Just to, again, provide a little contrast. This, if you're still with me, thank you. I don't know, I have no idea at this point how long this video is, but oh, I really like the way these blend. I really do. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit there, and then I think I will give a little more further definition. Good, I have these too. It says on the water soluble crayon, and they come in these color groups like the gelatos do. I think they might be. Let me just grab my gelatos. Just out of curiosity. I always wonder. Yeah, see, that is definitely not as silky. Right, and I'll let you know when I talk to Marabou about these crayons and the other supplies that I unboxed as well. Really, they're pretty nice. So I'm just going to doodle around with this. Put some more yellow right in the center there. I want this to be, it's warm, it's like a warm heart. I'm not giving much thought to how this, off and on I give some thought to how this looks, just compositionally or something. But my goal, my goal this year with my art journaling is to do more. I didn't have time last year. I just spent so much of last year in recovery from surgeries. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to painting and back to art journaling in a bigger way. I have all this coated now, and I tried, you can see up on the right, I'm trying to scratch off some of the ink. It's not working really well, but I would like to try this technique again with regular crayons and that black ink. This page has been gessoed, so that also helps with that technique. And you can see I am able to scratch up some of that ink to reveal what's underneath. And this page really got kind of deeper than I thought it was going to be. I actually think I forgot to turn on the recorder at some point. That's why I'm voiced over this. And it's about unity. And I'm just using a Posca paint marker and going into it. So it starts with me and you there. And I do have another video coming up in about a week, working a little bit more with this page. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will be back soon. Thanks so much for sticking with me. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe. Bye now.